Arizona Cardinals in Arlington. Then you go to Indianapolis. Then you get 3 straight home games. San Fran, the Titans, filthy on Thanksgiving. Then you're at Seattle, and then this Week 14 bye. Ooh. Is that the first thing that jumped out to everyone, how late this bye is?
Yeah, very late.
Yeah, how late the bye is.
There's 2 things that really jumped out, the late the bye and that it is criminal that they don't play Philadelphia for the last 6 weeks.
It's the latest bye week since 1990. That's Week 14. Then Week 15, you're at the Rams. Then you host Jacksonville for Sunday Night Football. Then you finish against the Giants, and you're at D.C. to end it.
The schedule loss, that's the first thing I always look for. Where's the scheduled loss? That's where the league bakes in a loss for every team. They do it for every team. They didn't do it here. It would have been the Rams-Seattle back-to-back roadies, but you get a bye week in between. So you don't have that. Either way, they would have had the Thursday mini-bye, right, because it was the second Thursday. It's as favorable as it could have been. Based on the schedule and the teams they had to play, it is as perfect as they could have asked for, except for, obviously, not playing Philly. I think it's criminal. Imagine not playing the Astros in all of September. Or like Red Sox, Yankees not being, last game being August 20th. Just that should not happen.
It is the NFL season starts September 10th or whatever with Thursday Night Football. So from September 10th all the way through the end of October, the Cowboys play 2 times at AT&T Stadium. They're going to play 2 times there through the first half of the season because one of their home games that counts, quote unquote, is Baltimore. And so they've got a heavier road setup there. So all you get is you get the Commanders on week 2 and the Buccaneers on week 5. Otherwise, that's it for playing at home in the first 2 months of the season.
6 primetime games and the first international game since 2014. I'm kind of looking at this in 3 different parts. Weeks 3 through 7, I'll start there. Gauntlet. Baltimore, Houston, Tampa, Green Bay, Philadelphia. I mean, that's brutal. That's tough.
Tampa's your kind of let up.
Yeah.
Right? And that potentially could be a trap game.
Then weeks 8 through 11, take advantage of that. Arizona, Indy, San Fran, and then Tennessee. Take advantage of that. And then I broke it up into 12 through 16. Tough again.
Yeah.
Philly, Seattle, bye. Rams, Jacksonville, and then you end with 2 games you hope you can win with the Giants and Washington. So it kind of went in a row for me in terms of 3 different segments.
Their bye week isn't even 2 weeks. They're going to get shorted on the bye week. That's going to end up being 13 days instead. Now, they are coming off of what will be a longer stretch off between Philly and Seattle. They'll basically get 2 byes in a row because they'll have the extended break leading into Seattle, and then out of Seattle, they've got the bye. So if they are competitive at all, that's a good 3-week stretch where we're going to feel like, okay, they're ready to go. But, I mean, that's November 27th, the day after the Thanksgiving game, all the way till December 19th, day before the Rams. We go almost a month with them playing 1 football game.
From weeks 8 to 14, they have just 2 games on the road. Nick Harris tweeted, early season stretch and nightmare. Traveling 11 hours back from Brazil, going on the road for a noon game in Houston, then turning around for a Thursday night game, all in 11 days.
That kind of sucks. I hate that they started doing this where you've got the Cowboys have to play 2 Thursday games because they already play the Thanksgiving and they got to get another one thrown in there somewhere. But look, again, like this could have. I thought for some reason this could have been worse. That back end of the season stretch though, the whole thing comes down to that Eagles, Seattle, Ram, Jaguar 4-game stretch for me. The way the thing shakes out, I could see this team very easily being 2-0, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, 5-5, 6, like kind of trading wins and losses until they get to about 6-6, and then it's those 4 games.
Yeah, they got screwed on that week 3 turnaround. That Rio de Janeiro thing that's going to be tough because
the time difference is not that great. It's a long flight.
12-hour flight. So you're talking about they are going to land back there Monday morning at like 5, 6 in the morning, something like that. And then you're going to Houston, you're traveling, and it's for that noon kickoff time, like Nick was saying. So, I mean, that's a really short stretch, a really brutal week.
Another thing everyone looks at is the cold weather games. So, I don't know. Where do you want to start? You want to start at like November 1st? You're in Arlington, you don't worry about it. Then you're at Indianapolis, you don't worry about that. You host San Fran in Tennessee, so that is a great start to November with the cold weather. What is going to happen after that? You host Philadelphia, then you're at Seattle. You're not worried about that. Then you get the bye, then you're at the Rams. You host Jacksonville. There's no cold weather issues here at all except for Washington at the very end.
That's it.
Like
that's a bad football team, so you're good.
We don't know. We don't know.
You might be a bad football team too, though.
You might be a bad football team.
You got Green Bay early. Green Bay in October is as perfect of weather as you're going to ask for.
But that cold weather Dak Prescott concern, that's out the window.
It's gone. It sets up really well.
Yeah, and so it makes me wonder, what are the MVP odds for Dak Prescott now? Because, he's not having to travel cold weather. He's playing all indoors or Southern games. He's going to have home field there when he's playing in L.A., the Rams. That's the Cowboys fans always show up to that. But, yeah, so 6 prime time games. I think the Rams had 7. I think they led the way with 7 games. I think we had 5 teams with 0, a bunch of loser teams out there.
They are it's like the Raiders, Jets, Cards, Titans. By the way, I don't remember a season. I'm sure it's happened, but we play Arizona in the preseason, and then I don't remember that. Where you play a team in the preseason and then in the regular season.
They've done it a couple times. They did it with. I'm trying to think. They've done it recently with Seattle in the past. They've had a couple other matchups that are like that. It's not common necessarily, but they'll definitely do it.
Rockwall Fire Station number 2, 920 Rockwall Parkway. Tolo T-shirts, brand new ones for everyone showing up. We have a packed house already. Thank you to Colby Tolbert and Rodeo City Provisions for the breakfast and all the Tolos rolling out. And Peyton Russell, of course, in his hometown on the scene here on set. What do we think of the way they presented it? The presentation with the whole video bits. Payne's going thumbs down.
The TIA.
Yeah, it's just I don't know if they're just trying to not offend anyone or anything.
No, they offended a lot of people.
Well, it seems like they need to take notes. Like Tennessee does a great job. I think there's the Rams.
Yeah, let's
maybe
be like the Titans.
Yeah, let's be like the Titans. You lose, but then your social media team is bombed. So, but. I like the Tyler thing they did, but the where they had Ferguson and I think Brevin Spam forward as well.
So this was the Tyler Intelligence Agency, the TIA, with the 3 Tylers.
It was, and that was good. It did end up being better than I was anticipating based on the teaser. It was. I still didn't have any clue where they were going with it early. I was like, this is a little weird.
Because they picked out a Tyler that worked for each opponent, and that was their inside source.
Yeah.
That was their mission. It was like a Mission Impossible theme?
Yeah, or just in general. Like I don't even know that it was like based off any movie other than just like, here we are, like this is our intelligence agency. But it's they were like how to sabotage each game, and they go to like the Bears or where they go to, which one was it where they said like get him on Hinge so that he gets into a bad relationship, or I don't remember which team that was, but they were taking serious shots for the first time.
The Jalen Hurts butt juice, that's great.
Explain that.
They said he doesn't like butt juice. That's what
They went after Jaden Daniels' mom. They called Houston a ghetto Dallas. They made fun of Tampa Bay for tagging the wrong Emeka Egbuka throughout the entire season.
Do they know Mike Evans is gone? Has anybody told them that yet?
They called Philadelphia. That was good. They called Philadelphia. They said the children are violent in Philadelphia.
Violent.
They made fun of the positivity bunny.
They didn't know where Indy was?
They made fun of the substation.
And it's improv. They improv.
Oh, really?
They got asked last night when they were at the home run derby, which Jake Ferguson won. So while you're talking to us about Jake Ferguson, Peyton, Tyler Smith, I guess, had told the reporters that they were just basically given an outline, and then they were told to just start goofing around. And so that was just them like taking shots.
And then I love that they went after Kelly Stafford, because she reached out to Ty Simpson. They're like, you haven't heard from the number 1 quarterback, but you heard from his wife. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's
they
what
put
she
that
does.
in there.
She reaches out to the backup quarterback
consistently.
So that's kind of her thing. No, I thought I
felt a little long.
It was long, but it was one of the better ones they've had. I think. Like in fact, I will never get over the year they did the ASMR one. That was so rough with the Amari Cooper eating an apple and go like the New York Giants and whispering. That one was brutal. We started last night trying to work on, Sean, a Peyton schedule release. And this is Peyton's schedule release, and it was going to be a stand-up comedy bit. And he read the first 4 jokes, and he said, "I'm not doing this. I'm going to get fired if we read these." And
so he called into Fan After Dark to get fired.
Well, yeah, because after that he had already been drinking. When I asked him about the stand-up comedy thing, he was sober, but he didn't. He didn't like some of the touchy words we were using on Cam Scadaboo.
All right, predictions for 720. 17 games. What are they going? You see how it is laid out. Obviously, we knew the opponents, and now you know the order of them. 877-881-1053. 877-881-1053. Franco fan text. But it's a tough schedule at the end of the day.
It is. You got some decent, you have 3-game homestand in there. That's always good to see. You have, you don't have a 3-game road trip, but you do have 4 and 6, so that's kind of tough. But one of those is Houston. That's not really a road game. It's not too far, so it's not. It could have been way worse. They could have put Green Bay and Philadelphia at the end of the season in cold weather. They didn't. That's
a lot of noon games too. That's more than they've had on the schedule just right out of the gate than has been typical for them.
Choppy, you'll love that.
5 of them, right? Maybe 6 with Washington at the end of the year.